Entrevistas Alfa.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Yo soy Cristina Tenorio de Alfa 91.3. Estoy con la leyenda, the legend, Steve Aoki. How are you, Steve?
Good, good.
Let's talk about, well, I mean, we have a lot of things to talk about, but first, I want to talk about Whole Again. It's the song we are playing in our radio station.
Okay.
It's on the top 3 this week.
Wow.
Yeah, and I read
So
an
cool.
interview where Case, he said that I've never been so proud of a song in my life. How do you feel about this song, and how was the first time you played it in front of a crowd, and what made you feel?
Oh yeah, this is a big song for me as well, and because it brings back the whole sound of EDM that I miss, like early 2010s, like Avicii, I miss Avicii, I miss that Swedish House Mafia sound from that era, and when Kaze and I got in the studio to work on the music side of it, we're like, we're gonna bring it back, and once we got there, once we got the music to that point, I was like, okay, I know the perfect person to send it to, and I've been talking to John Martin since then, like 10 years about doing a song.
Okay.
So I remember back then we were like trying to make a song, and it just goes to show, you just have to wait for the right song.
Yes.
And I sent him the music for it, and he was like, I love it, this is perfect. I'm like, let's bring this back, and then he like made the most beautiful melody, and the lyrics make me want to cry, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't wait for the summer. So we waited till summer to release it because it's like perfect summer festival song, and just like I've been rinsing it every single show. I mean, since it came out. Actually, I played it about a month before we tested it out. I'm like, oh my god.
How's the crowd reacting?
Oh my god, yeah. It's sometimes like you see people crying.
Yeah.
They're like screaming. They're like putting their hands up in the air. It's like that moment.
Yeah.
And it's super emotional song.
It's a really nice song, as you're saying. The lyrics is like, I want to be in bed crying, but also like this summer EDM and beat. But talking about summer, another genre that you're now playing with Ultimate,
Yes,
with
yeah.
Santa Fe Clan and Snow Project. It's just so good. And about this Latin side of your music, it's been almost 2 years since Dimac en Fuego.
Yeah.
2 years?
Yeah.
The whole pandemic thing and everything.
Yeah.
For you, if you could pick the most challenging thing of it and the most satisfying of having Dimac en Fuego, what would you say?
I'd say like the satisfying thing is it's like we started a new label. It's got a whole. We have like a whole the structure. We spent about a year before we even started Dimac en Fuego to make sure that we had all the bells and whistles and just a foundation there set up so that we can actually support artists productively and efficiently. And it's like starting a brand new label, and we didn't want to sign a bunch of artists. Dimac is like a machine. We have a release every single week.
Yeah.
With Dimac en Fuego, it's literally only 2 artists. Andrexa and Akia. And I love that. And I think it's a different approach entirely. And we have other artists that we're looking at and signing. And I think the challenging part is, as any new label starts, you have to create the community. Like the reason why we did a Latin label to begin with is because there's such a healthy community that supports what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to do like another kind of label yet. Like, of course, I have different labels. Like, I have a house label, a good one. I have New Noise, which supports all the young DJs and producers. And obviously, Dimac is our main core, and Dimac en Fuego is our Latin.
I'm gonna shift a little bit to that question. Paul McCartney just got this big hologram of John Lennon. We saw them and they played. So technology brings a lot of good things. I've heard that an artificial intelligence is gonna detect the tone of our voice in the microphones. If we are sad, if we are happy, if we're nervous, and then suggest songs based on our feelings. What do you think about it?
I love that.
Yeah.
See, like
I love that the brain. You love the brain.
Yeah. See, I love innovation and efficiency. Those are 2 things I love in general. Mm-hmm. So whenever something is innovating, like some level of technology, progress, whatever it is that I'm utilizing, if I'm utilizing it, I want it to be more efficient. I want there to be some sort of adaptation of the world around us, or how I'm using it. So this kinds of thing, like what you're talking about, it's exciting to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a believer in AI to support us. We are cyborgs
Yeah.
because we use technology to live our lives. If you didn't have your phone on you through the day, you'd be frustrated. You wouldn't be able to talk to people. You wouldn't be able to use GPS. You wouldn't be able to like find out about your meetings or whatever it is. We have to use technology to survive. Like that's just the species that we are. We're in that position. Soon it'll be like we don't even have to have a phone anymore.
No.
Like there'll be a time when it'll be just like they're like, hey, so I'll meet you there in 5 minutes. You know, like why use a phone when it's like you have technology embedded in your hand. So I mean, it sounds crazy, but 20, 30 years ago, people were like if you're like, hey, you're gonna have like a computer in your hand at all times. People could reach you at all times. People are like, you're crazy.
Yeah, they wouldn't believe it. Yeah. It's gonna be amazing to have a conversation with you maybe in 5 years to talk about this and all the technology has changed.
Yeah.
But just the final thing, you're gonna drop this High Request Genesis on September 16th.
Yeah.
It's here in Mexico, like the Independence Day. So we want you to celebrate with us.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever made a mariachi yell like ah? Have you ever done it?
No.
I think that you should try it like Viva Mexico! Are you ready?
Oh my God!
Go ahead.
Hold on, you do it. Let me hear you do it.
Okay, Viva Mexico! Ay, 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 ay. Now you do it.
Oh my God! I can't do it. I need like everyone to do it.
Everyone, okay? Are you ready to help Steve Aoki?
Okay, all right, come in the camera. Come here.
Viva Mexico!
Oh, come here, everyone.
Are you
Everybody
ready?
go around. Come on.
Come on.
Come here. You too. Come here. You too.
You two, come here. Come here, everyone.
Come here. Come on, you're Mexican. Don't be shy.
Come on, don't
Brian,
be...
come here. Brian, come here.
Viene.
Ahí estamos.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Una, dos, tres. ¡Viva México!
¡Viva México!
Steve Aoki en
Okay.
Alfa 91.3.
I needed that.
Thank you, Steve.
That was good.
Entrevistas Alfa.